Blog Talk Radio.
Greetings and salutations, friends. This is your hemp-entrepreneurial host, Tyler Hemp, with HempAware Radio, here to empower your hemposphere and focus on what's most important to you. In case you didn't know why I do this show, my vision and objective is to ultimately foster and support a paradigm shift in consciousness and to manifest peace on earth through the utilization and education about industrial hemp. So if you'd like to listen to any past hemp episodes, including today's show, you can visit the iTunes podcast library and type in the word HempAware, all one word, and you'll see all the archived broadcasts. You can also go to hempaware.com/radio. Also, if you have any ideas for what you'd like me to bring to the show as far as guests or topics, feel free to email me at hempaware@gmail.com. And today I'm honored and pleased and privileged and very excited to have two special guests on the show, Gunny Park and Ola Olusoga with Ministry of Hemp. And now they've created the Hemp Life Festival, which will be premiering in Austin, Texas, February 25th, 2017. And what an amazing project. I'm so excited to see this come to fruition, and hopefully I'll be able to make it there myself. And without further ado, I'd like to bring on Gunny and Ola. Thank you guys for joining us on today's show.
Thanks, Tyler. Happy to be here.
Likewise.
Right on. Yeah, hey Ola, nice to connect. So to get right into the meat of the show, I'd love to listeners learn a little bit more about each one of your backgrounds. And funny enough, we kind of took a hiatus and didn't do any shows for a couple of months. So the last show that we did was actually with Gunny on all about Ministry of Hemp. So our listeners are familiar with your organization, and I would love to, just kind of go into a little bit more background and what your path was that led up to the hemp movement and getting involved in the hemp industry. And maybe we could start with Ola.
Nice. So hi, my name is Ola Olusoga. So just background in general, pretty much career-wise, or just, how did I get into hemp?
Kind of your background on what you did before getting into the hemp industry, and then what kind of led you up to it.
Oh, awesome, cool. So career has pretty much always been in the design realm. Title was usually just like the product designer. Worked within just the technology space with startups, Fortune 500 companies, and altogether, just focused on a lot of marketing, product design, and just helping people connect with customers through visual communication. So with that said, getting to hemp is kind of like out the left field, right? Like it has nothing to do with technology, and I became aware of it through Gunny. When he had started Ministry of Hemp, he had also really just been using a lot of hemp products. He was learning more about hemp, reading up on it, and he just was fascinated and blown away by just all the amazing properties of it and just the history of the plant. So him and I were just having a conversation one day, and he was just like, "Hey, dude, I'm huge on just on supplementation, health, using health products." And I was talking to him and saying, like, some of the stuff, I don't know if some things are working. Like it was kind of they felt kind of like what's that word? Like the pills, like where it's kind of like placebos. There we go, like placebo pills. And he recommended just checking out some hemp products. He introduced me to hemp bars, talked about just hemp clothing, and also brought up just hemp oil, hemp seed oil, CBD and stuff like that. So I actually started using the products, CBD oil, hemp seed oil. I actually I have a ton of hemp T-shirts and just love the fabric. And I don't know, I was just kind of blown away by the diverse applications of the plant. And since Gunny, he had started the journey of Ministry of Hemp, he asked, we talked about it, and I was interested in joining the team and, just helping to raise awareness and just get people more informed and excited about hemp.
Awesome. Right on. I appreciate that background, and it sounds like you guys just were able to connect on this same topic, same level. And I know, Gunny, I think you said you originally discovered hemp at like a local farmer's market, and you were kind of hesitant at first, thinking that it was medical cannabis and the whole stigma of marijuana. So it kind of took you a little while to get educated, and now you guys are full swing. Gunny, did you want to add anything as far as your background and what led you up to, industrial hemp and getting involved with it?
Yeah. So in our previous podcast, I talked about how I discovered hemp. Previously, I had no background or knowledge regarding the plant, but just piggybacking on what Ola just said, I think we both come from a background where we're not familiar with the plant at all, but we essentially are examples of people who have, in a sense, converted and come to believe in the plant and the fact that it was mistreated in our history by being falsely accused of with the whole marijuana craze in the 1900s and whatnot. So our mission is pretty simple. Being outsiders coming into the industry, we have the perspective of people who might not know about cannabis or hemp, who have those misconceptions that is associated with marijuana, and having changed our perceptions and completely believing in this plant, I think we can bring a lot to the table in, appealing to the mainstream customer base to show them what all this plant can do. So, that's why I'm believing in the hemp movement.
Right on. So really, you guys are focused on dispelling that stigma or the hypnosis where people have been hypnotized or brainwashed to believe that hemp is some horrible drug that causes people to go crazy. So you're out there educating, raising awareness, connecting with other like-minded individuals and hemp companies to help spread awareness about what they're doing to really make a difference on the planet. It sounds like you guys have really positive intentions or into a healthy lifestyle, so you obviously want to, for lack of a better word, capitalize on the benefits and value of this amazing plant. So let's talk about the festival itself. I mean, that's really what this show is about today, Hemp Life Festival. What inspired you guys to want to create a hemp and music festival? You could have done so many things. You could have made a movie, or you could have created a storefront, or you could have done so many different things. What was it that inspired you to do a festival, hemp and music festival?
Yeah, I'll start off answering that. So two main reasons I'd say that how this came about. One was the fact that I talked to you, I mentioned this last time we talked, but the whole background behind Ministry of Hemp was to create a platform where online visitors who might not know much about hemp or have that stigma could come and learn about what all this plant can do. And having been in having that mission and having worked on Ministry of Hemp for months, came to a point where I realized, in addition to that online presence, we strongly wanted to have kind of an on-the-ground presence as well. And what better way to do that than kind of an entertainment-focused event such as a festival. And obviously, when it comes to entertainment, music is a very big attraction. So that was one reason. Another reason is considering the geographical location. So we're hosting our event in Austin, Texas, where I currently live. And the past couple months before the idea came about, I regularly went to several different types of events, like ice cream festival. There's just a lot of different events going on in Austin all the time. And it kind of hit me one day when I was like, wow, like Austin people are very open to trying new things, going to all sorts of different events on the weekends. So this would be a perfect demographic to have a hemp festival around. So having those kind of two ideas and putting them together after having more discussions with my partner, Ola, we decided that a hemp and music festival and really focusing a lot on the music aspect as well will help make a successful event here in Texas.
Awesome. That's great. Ola, did you want to add anything to that as well?
Yeah, I mean, to add to it, I think Gunhee hit everything, the nail on the head with that. And, you know, yeah, just the idea of hemp and music, right? Like the overall goal, the reason why we focus on a festival too, outside of, you know, bringing it, you know, having like a physical presence outside of the internet, is really just to, you know, draw it. It's a hemp and music, but we also just want to emphasize the music aspect, right? Because our end goal with the festival is really just to create an experience that where people can just enjoy themselves, have a nice time, listen to good music, try food, and at the same time, you know, learn about hemp, right? So it seemed like a way we could tackle, you know, raising the awareness of hemp by, you know, just drawing people in with a good time. So that's why we figured festival. Let's have some fun, you know. Let's have some food, some music, and a bit of hemp.
I love it. So obviously hemp is the focus. Does Austin have kind of a cannabis or medical cannabis culture as well? Is that pretty prevalent, and are you guys allowing that to come in, or are you going to kind of create more of a, you know, I guess family-oriented, non-smoking atmosphere?
Yeah, actually, I forgot to bring this up earlier, but you kind of hit it on the nail. Where one thing we're trying to do different with the Hemp Life Festival is kind of distance ourselves from the recreational or medical cannabis culture of smoking and all that. One of the things we realized when we looked at the landscape of cannabis-related events was some of the biggest cannabis festivals right now occurring in states like Washington, California. Although they have the name hemp in them, like Hemp Fest, Hemp Con event in San Francisco, those are essentially very marijuana related. So when I mean marijuana, the whole medical and recreational cannabis. So one downside of having those is that although it is very popular, it really doesn't allow the chance of other hemp application, other brands that use hemp as an application, like the hemp clothing, so hemp fashion, hemp body care, hemp foods. Those type of brands aren't really able to showcase themselves when it's so marijuana focused. So our vision with the Hemp Life Festival is to slightly distance ourselves to advocate for those more everyday applications of hemp. And secondly, Texas right now is not, I would say, the most cannabis-friendly state. We still haven't passed the legislation to, sell marijuana legally or recreationally or even medically. So what will be interesting is actually right around that time, so spring of 2017, there's going to be a hemp legislation trying to pass through Texas Congress, and we're hoping that our event will help grow the movement and awareness within the state so that the Texas Hemp Industries Association and their members who are trying to push this bill will have an easier job because we're helping raise awareness among the residents who live here closer to Austin and the wider Texas area.
Right on. I just want to acknowledge, kind of what you shared at the beginning of that comment, which is there's these organizations out there that are essentially keeping the stigma. They're continuing the confusion, and that's something that's always really gotten to me. I've dedicated my work and everything that we do at Hemp Aware and Bulk Hemp Warehouse to strictly focus on industrial hemp and to really draw that line, that clear line between medical or recreational cannabis and industrial hemp, because of the illusion that, or because of the stigma, because of the propaganda that confused people for so many years. And it's not that I have anything against medical marijuana or recreational marijuana. For those that want to utilize it, it's their choice, and we have a free will choice. But when you're dealing with something that's completely different, it is crucial to separate that. And I totally agree that these organizations or festivals that are calling themselves Hemp Con or Hemp Fest or whatever, and you go there and it's a huge smoke fest, it's a little bit disheartening. And so I appreciate both of you and the Ministry of Hemp and Hemp Life Festival, for really doing the work that I feel is crucial to get the benefits and value of hemp out to the people in a much more efficient way and create that line of separation. So thank you for taking that position. So tell us a little bit more about what your guests are going to experience at the Hemp Life Festival. What types of products and obviously you're going to have amazing music. And do you guys already have the bands lined up? Do you already have the vendors lined up? Are you going to have little educational booths or workshops? Tell us a little bit more about what they're going to experience.
Well, I'll let you take that.
Yeah, so just all together, we're currently still working on lining up the vendors, bands, and sponsors as well. We've reached out to a couple, and some people are on board. Our end goal with this overall, experience with Hemp Life Festival is really, like we mentioned before, to make it a fun event, while at the same time promoting the benefits of hemp. So we're working on reaching out to people at the moment. And I don't know, with this podcast, it'd be awesome to kind of put it out there and just say as a collective, if there are other brands who are interested in maybe participating, us coming together and really just throwing this event, it'd be awesome to connect and work together. So as for bands, we're really aiming to have just a really chill vibe. We've been looking at local artists within the Austin area, just punk rock. Less punk rock, more like contemporary, chill, just music. So we're still going through just a list of the bands. It's hard to describe the feel, but the end goal for us, the experience, the customers, is just people who come to the event are really just going to have is they're going to enjoy food trucks, which we're also still looking into, and just live bands.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And then are you going to have? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say for our focus mainly will be to offer a very diverse set of different types of hemp brands, right? So we're looking to have hemp fashion brands, hemp food related startups, body care and whatnot. And I also wanted to touch on workshops. Education, I think, will be a big part of the fest as well. We're not going to have main speakers or anything like that, but we'll have workshop sessions either geared towards kids or just the visitors in general. We have the cannabis car. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the guy out in Florida. His name's Bruce. Bruce made a car out of hemp fiber. And so he'll be there. We'll have hemp building workshops, probably working with different types of hempcrete material to educate and also allow visitors to, build something at the day of. But it'll be very much focusing on everyday applications of hemp and how useful hemp is. And we're currently in talks with hemp burger brand, hemp, hemp lotions and hemp balm products. So we're not limiting ourselves. Again, distancing ourselves slightly from the marijuana side of hemp or side of cannabis, but really reaching brands all across the country to promote U.S. grown boutique brands across the nation.
Awesome. And if you'd like to learn more about Hemp Life Festival, just go to hemplifefestival.com. Are you guys offering tickets on the website now, or where could people go to start signing up?
So it'll shortly be integrated to our hemplifefestival.com, but people can look at prices of the ticket and actually buy them by visiting our Facebook page. So Hemp Life Festival also has a Facebook page if you just search that. Or you can just do facebook.com /Hemp Life Festival. And we are selling tickets through Eventbrite through there. So
very cool. And I know you guys kind of already addressed this, but I want to talk a little bit more about your short-term and long-term goals and vision for the Hemp Life Fest. You've talked about getting the local community together, or really people from anywhere, to come out and visit Austin and just raise awareness. Obviously, you want people there that are educated about hemp so that they can help educate those that are not aware of the benefits and value and uses of hemp. So you want to get people there that really don't know anything about hemp. They want to just come enjoy some music, and while they're there, some delicious foods. And while they're there, just start absorbing the knowledge and the education, and hopefully, buy some hemp clothing or some hemp body care products. So that's kind of, it seems like your short-term goals is to get the event going, get the vendors, get the bands going. What are your long-term goals, and what's the long-term vision for the Hemp Life Fest? Do you plan on traveling with it, or just staying in that one spot and expanding it, getting it bigger? Tell us a little bit more about that.
So you can go ahead.
Go ahead. You sure? You wanna take it?
No, it's all you.
All right, cool. So altogether, long-term vision with Hemp Life Festival, in terms of it traveling around, that's kind of like open to just the future, right? Where we get to with it after the first event. As time progresses, I think right now we really are just focused on the big vision, right? With Hemp Life Festival, we really just want to, once again, I think we touched on this a while back. End goal is to make this large enough that it's a staple, in just the American society, right? Like when you think about events like Woodstock, Lollapalooza, things like that. I think if we can take this to a point where it becomes commonplace in society, then the term hemp, if it can be associated with this event, or just this event alone, or anything else, I think that itself will do a huge job in just helping to raise awareness for the plant. Because the end goal for us with this is just to let people, just give people a chance to hear the story of industrial hemp, right? And like we mentioned before, just when people think hemp, they think the psychoactive properties, which is more marijuana. So yeah, end goal, big vision is just to help we tell the story of what hemp is through entertaining with Hemp Life Festival.
That's awesome. So it's edutainment.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
And I think there's
did you want to add?
Yeah. I just wanted to point out one thing. One unique aspect of Hemp Life Festival I would like this to grow to, and what we are envisioning is differentiating for ourselves from the other industrial hemp events that are across the country. I would say right now most of the hemp events in the U.S. are more like expo or conference focused, where there's a lot more speakers, panels, talking about where the industry is headed, talking about new applications of the plant, and very more B2B oriented, I would say. And the reason why we started this festival was not to, step on anybody's toes that already have a very successful event going on, but to take a different take on it by attracting we've been talking about, people who might not know about hemp, or have that misconception. For example, those people would never go to an expo or a conference to hear somebody, talk about where hemp is headed in the next 10 years. But if it's more of a fun, like entertainment-focused event to hear about music, they might not even think about hemp, other than the fact that the name of the festival is called Hemp Life, but they come check it out and get to learn about it, and that perception or stigma, I guess, in a sense, will gradually disappear to what just Ola mentioned, which is a very commonplace name in our grocery stores, in our household, where, one day hemp seeds is, kind of a go-to, add-on that you put on your cereal or whatnot. That's just so common that people don't even think about or have a second thought about what it used to be like, where it used to be, it wasn't even legalized, it was stigmatized and all those types of things. So.
Exactly. Well, I really appreciate that, because you definitely made a good point, which is most of the hemp-related, industrial hemp-related events that are going on are for business to business. It's people that want to get in the industry or start a hemp company, or people that have been in it for 20 years that want to know what's going on, what are the latest laws. And so you guys really thought it out. You're really focused on getting to a different demographic, getting to a group of people that are, end consumers of things like hemp seeds or hemp clothing. So I want to commend you. Being entrepreneurs, we're the lifeblood of this country as far as business. And so it's really exciting to see an organization such as Ministry of Hemp putting together such an awesome event. And I'll do whatever I can to support you guys, and really appreciate you coming on the show. I just want to give another plug. If you haven't checked out hemplifefestival.com, go check it out. Sign up, get your tickets as soon as they become available, and spread the word. Share it on your Facebook page, Twitter, social media. Give Ola or Gunny a call and let them know that you want to support in any way that you can, and join the show. So thank you guys so much for sharing your expertise and vision, and I really appreciate what you guys are up to.
No, thank you so much for having us and for allowing us to share our story.
Yeah, thank you so
right
much.
On. All right, this is your Hemp-entrepreneurial host, Tyler Hemp with Hemp Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in today's show. The first Hemp Life Festival in Austin, Texas, coming up February 25th, 2017. Check out hemplifefestival.com, and we'll see you there. Peace out.